There we go.
Businesses. Are we recording?
Yep.
Businesses. That's a weird word to say if the stuff he knows. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I am Vince, and along with me is David, James, and John, and we are your neighborhood's best. How you guys doing today?
Good for a Monday.
Whoa.
Excellent.
This is our fourth show. I think we've evolved a little bit in in how we started from our first episode. We're a little bit better, a little bit bigger. I'm gonna try to do something right now. Thank you all for everyone who's listening. And please comment, like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. We do read your comments. And because of that, I got this next little thing I said I'd show one of you guys. So I'm gonna play a little video for you guys. Here you go. Well, as promised to one of our listeners, George C., I'll just use your last initial. Here's my review on the Adult Factory Outlet in Sylmar, California. They got plenty of bondage stuff. Look, it's me by the handcuffs. I'm not even a cop. They got ancient technology, like DVDs. New age stuff, like body parts. Fun novelty stuff, like games, knickknacks, and candy. And what adult store would be complete without a variety of penises on the wall? There's even something for all you sweet tooths out there. So on the cucumber scale, I give it a 4 out of 5. So stop by, if that's what you're into. What the fuck?
Wow. What an incredible time that must have been.
That was crazy.
Yes, it was amazing.
Oh my God.
Tweets for everybody.
Yeah.
Anyways, keep commenting and leave suggestions, and we'll sell these underwear stays.
I don't know. I never really messed around with edible underwear. I always wondered how tasty they would be. Have you guys dabbled a little bit in that?
It's a free roll up. It's just a free roll up in the shape.
Well, I'm just saying though, you're in an adult store. I'm sure they sell edible underwear as well. Maybe the ones you didn't. Maybe they didn't have them at those ones, but they'll have them. No. No comment.
I guess you haven't either. So
I haven't, but I'm curious to know more about it.
John,
no, they sell the little
comment below.
They sell the little ones with not the Starburst, but they look like the rainbow and they're hard candy with the string. Put them in the middle. Those are the edible underwear you're talking about.
How do you know?
Edible underwear. So you're saying
okay.
I've seen them
in movies.
Who do you think took the pictures?
What were those necklaces?
Someone had to be on the moon first.
Necklaces, candy. Yeah.
Vinny, do you want to go ahead and announce our guest?
Okay, well, this next guest has been a friend of the show for a long time. He's an entrepreneur and a dear friend of the show. So let's give it up for DJ. We're going to have a cool little song here eventually, guys.
Yeah, well, just give him a minute to sign in.
He'll be joining.
He has to put his shirt on.
Yeah,
he wasn't. Yeah, he'll have to. He wasn't decent. He's got to get decent, guys. Come on.
That's how it goes first.
He's like, oh man. Now,
so someone had a story about Bigfoot.
Oh, well, you guys are you're ready to. So I have
I just want you to stir the pot a little.
There's the abominable snowman, and then there's Bigfoot, right? Pacific Northwest. Excuse me.
The Yeti.
Shout out, right? Washington, Oregon is real and beyond, right? Vancouver area, British Columbia. That's where they talk about it, especially. My thought is what is it? What about this? It's not even the missing link.
Especially.
It's not that at all. Instead, it's a human being inside of a flesh suit. And the flesh suit is how we time travel. It's how we actually go forward. And you have to be inside of an organic
but with Bigfoot.
You see, astronauts, cosmonauts, any of these folks, we're using stuff to keep the skin of our own skin going with a little pad. But what if the truest way is to like the womb, to live in a womb when you travel through space? And I think even aliens are probably in organic material like that.
You mean like
Fire in the Sky? Shout out,
like breathing the liquid.
Yeah, exactly.
How's our guest coming along?
But that's like a totally Matrix thing, right? That's how they kind of harvest us. They just put us in these pods. Oh, here we go.
That's a good point.
DJ,
that's a good
welcome.
point. It is in Matrix as well.
Explain to DJ what your theory is.
So DJ,
hello. Who are you? Introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, introduce
I'm
yourself.
DJ from Shadow Hills, California. Good friends with all the people here.
Yes or no, DJ? Is Bigfoot a time traveler in a flesh suit? We need to know. Inquiring minds. Is Bigfoot a time traveler in a flesh suit? And the suit is actually what like an astronaut wears, but it's Bigfoot-esque and it's organic and it's hairy and it's huge.
That's an interesting question there. I would have to say no.
Oh man. Is Bigfoot real?
No, I don't think so.
No.
He's like only on the weekends.
Round robin. Yeti, Bigfoot, abominable snowman. Yes,
I think it's possible. Like I think I said it before on one of the other podcasts. There's actual facts of giant monkeys, giant primates that were 10 feet tall and things like that, as opposed to humans.
Gigantopithecus.
Yeah, exactly. So those are proven that they once lived. So it could be a chance.
Hey man, I saw the movie King Kong too. Okay, didn't think it was real.
I don't know about a King Kong size. Shut up, John.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
I think that there's some truth to the theory of Bigfoot because it has been written about in many cultures, like every single culture pretty much, and they still have sightings of it. Now that aliens are coming out and stuff like that, I don't see it that often. Maybe
where did you see them?
Just knows how to do portals. Me myself, I haven't. I keep asking, but it won't take up my offer. I put an ad in the paper, Bigfoot, please take me, and it's not. No one's hit me up yet. But
well, why would Bigfoot be in California though? Why would?
Well, he likes the woods, dude. He likes the woods.
The sequoias.
And I just got back from a trip, dude. I didn't want to do a family trip. I really was looking for Bigfoot. They just came with me. No,
you should have just put them in Venice, man. You would have had better luck.
But like ancient cultures, like all cultures have a hairy ape-man, myth or legend.
Cobra.
Yeah, I mean that's a little different, but you're in the right direction. Going cryptids.
I've heard it when the DJ said. I haven't heard of any myths about. I mean, there's this. You're talking about like satyrs, right? The hairy goat people in the woods in ancient Greece.
Yeah, satyrs are one thing, but
chupacabras you hardly hear about those.
Yeah,
like it's funny how like those always get like stepped. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they're like demigods.
Yeah, because they didn't they eat people too. They would eat.
The
people?
Tricksters.
Yeah.
Yeesh. I thought they weren't like bad. They're just mischievous.
A lot of them come down.
But they kill you too. I do think that they'll take you out.
Yeah, because I mean, like
they'll lure you into some fucked up place where there's a bunch of she devils or something. A bunch of Liliths.
Well, it also comes down to if there's like a story behind it, like they attack kids who don't listen to their parents.
Wait, we got another guy. Sorry, DJ. Sorry to cut you off there, but we have another.
Cowboy.
He's gonna interview now.
The transformation finally happened. He lived in Texas long enough.
Yeah, it's required. You have to look like this.
The stories like Santa Claus and God, for instance, where it's like you have to be good and listen to your parents. Those stories, I think, are just to make kids good and listen to their parents. But Bigfoot is less like that. Bigfoot is just.
Well, I like your direction there. So you think Bigfoot in a way like a demigod, and Bigfoot should be idolized and worshipped. As you're right, we should make an altar, and I'm going to do that later tonight.
Hey,
but before I do that,
is he in the room with you?
You're open to the idea.
I want to ask you.
You started off saying a non-believer.
On that same topic, like polytheism versus monotheism. It's kind of fascinating human history because at one point everyone believed in multiple gods at one point, right? And then we've now consolidated into one really big, strong one. It's kind of fascinating.
That way.
How did Zeus die out? How come that whole facet of religion just went away and these other ones stood for the distance?
The people died out.
Yeah, and then like it wasn't spread out.
Athens.
Like they wouldn't go like into like to Indian places and be like, here's Zeus, or maybe they would.
We all,
but I
we
mean,
all know what
as our-
happened. We all know what happened.
Yeah,
What brought that civilization down.
but I mean, even
DJ,
like the
you
whole
said it.
Mayan religion. What happened to the Mayan religion and all the Aztec religion? Those have been dying out too, right? Like,
Was it smallpox?
When society gets confused about gender, they usually start to fall.
Well, that's going a different. That's going a different route. But I like. But John, there's probably still practitioners going that route. He's going full on. Vince, what's the name of that tree behind you? By the way, that's a stunning tree. That is a really fascinating one.
Oh, Algella, that's I don't fucking know, dude. It's just a vine. It's like a whole-
Vine is
like,
not.
Vine is
Finest Alatas.
No, it is cool though. You know,
Entangulus,
scenery, I think it's nice.
Spirioia.
Comment below if you
it's a
know.
blood
Yeah, let us know.
comment. Yeah, tell me what background do you like the best?
The tree.
I like what John got going on right there.
Like-
Well,
No one
on
else.
that,
I like-
on that, I think. Well,
Let's go to
we saw a
entertainment.
we saw a great video that Vince entertained us with, and I think we should go into entertainment and go into some even bigger productions than what we just witnessed.
Even bigger productions. Entertainment.
Ridley Scott's back in the business, guys.
Show me.
Prometheus. I don't even remember.
Oh man.
Now we got Napoleon, the biggest historical figure. One of them, top
Wait.
10 historical figures talked about. Napoleon, huge.
This is Napoleon versus
the trailer looks
Predator
pretty
versus
cool.
Alien.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't think we're going to be able to show you the trailer for licensing purposes.
No. So
We-
you can
You should
show
be
it.
able to.
You could show it. You could show it.
We can. Oh, okay. Well,
No.
I have to say, thank God they're making something.
It is copyrighted, but they allow it to be shared on YouTube. Trailers for the most part.
okay.
Thank God if there's a movie out that's not a freaking new Marvel
Sure,
movie
James.
or Indiana Jones remake. It's
Whoa.
like, God damn, so much good history to be made in the movie.
Well,
so
I
I'm happy
heard-
to see.
I know. Hopefully they don't do a
Yeah, this
Wolverine.
Napoleon- Yeah, this Napoleon has 35 genders, and it's set in 1970. 1739, 1793.
You're sending chaos in the streets.
Wow. Joaquin Phoenix.
Make an example. Our France.
He looks good in this role. Gotta say already.
Martini?
What would you do if this assignment of defense was transferred to you?
I was lost.
you brilliant successes.
But we got some.
Ridley Scott shot.
Wow, wow.
What is this costume? This is my
Hey, I know this song. This is Radiohead.
I led the French victory at Toulon.
It's a cover of Radiohead.
What is your name?
Napoleon.
As the course of my life
You
has
said it.
changed. Napoleon.
Only
I'm destined for greatness.
Oh, that's cool. There's a painting of that battle.
Only as a sword.
He goes,
I
fuck
suggest
ancient
you take the
Egypt.
throne as a king.
wow.
Shall we vote?
Is this a whole movie?
All right, fine. We don't have to watch all of it, guys.
Yeah.
You got the gist?
Now we don't know when it's coming out,
Yeah.
John. Thanks.
Yeah. We just had to cut that short because I just didn't know exactly. But what I wanted to share though was there are some images of that actual battle where he fights in Egypt. It's crazy. It's a painting, but someone was there and
No
they
way.
painted it while it happened live. Isn't that weird?
Oh,
They're like,
God.
hold on. We're doing it live.
Freeze for a second.
We're doing it live very slowly. Wow. It's like Bob Ross, right? Bob Ross could paint pretty fast.
It's just red.
Yeah,
Red.
it was probably someone's job, or like, don't shoot the painters.
Don't you? Everyone had respect for war back then.
Yeah, they had
Line on
rules
a row
and shit.
shit.
Yeah, so line up, get killed, but don't fuck with this person, that person. Only fight the people on your
Don't shoot the goddamn
level.
drum.
Yeah, there's one of these in here. I don't know if it's
Just take a pic.
You got it?
One of them has to
There
be
you
it.
go.
one of these.
There
No,
it is.
I can't. It
Boom.
was this one. It was something like this. It was like one of these. Someone
a
was
pyramid.
drawing it out more elaborately, like how it happened.
Oh,
Because if
yeah,
you think
there
about
is.
it,
Just like that.
if you're painting it like this, then you can show, okay, who came out first? The cavalry came out early. There was boats in the water, and there was people entering. This is more of over hours. You could imagine something like this happen, because war was very formal back then. They were like, okay, we're going to declare.
Someone got rid of that guy, right?
Oh,
He
yeah.
was talking a
That's
little
what
too much,
happened.
man.
He hit
He was
some-
talking a little too much. No, just kidding. But yeah, it
that's
looks
what
like he's out of the call.
When you talk about Egypt and Napoleon.
When you're talking about Egypt too much and you have too
You
much
just
faith
get
in
censored.
the old ways,
That's
you're
it.
doomed to repeat the old ways.
See that? Say, cut this guy.
This video is that's what happens. So on to the next. Have you guys checked out that Vegas sphere thing yet? Seen pictures of this? Have you seen this? Have you seen
Oh,
this?
man. That Vegas sphere, totally amazing.
I saw when they're
YouTube?
building it. I don't know if the videos online are real or they that real. Like, it looks like
Oh,
crazy.
I think they are.
Legit.
Yeah, I think they are.
Who's gonna be doing like a thing over there? That sounds like a good show. Like a residency.
Yeah, well, it's like
Well,
a
it
concert
looks-
inside, right?
Well, it looks cool from the outside, but does it look that cool from the inside? You know what I mean?
They've got the biggest LED
Yeah, you got,
TV
like-
on the inside
yeah.
also.
Your music video could be like all around you, you know? The gorillas would probably be fucking sick.
Oh, that would be sick.
And I'd be
We'll probably
hammered
have
in
to
the
find
front
over
row.
there.
You got bumped, James. You got bumped.
I know it happened.
No, I
It happens in
think
showbiz, man. It happens.
you clicked something, James, and you got
No, that was my fault. That was my fault. But it was okay timing.
Yeah.
Though. We needed to wrap that one up.
yeah.
Yeah, Napoleon.
You're going on a tyrant right there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Anyways, I want to see it. It looks cool. I want to check it out, Napoleon.
Definitely.
But the Vegas sphere, I was in
Definitely.
Vegas when it was there, and it's huge. It's fucking giant, dude. But it wasn't on when I was there. Like the day I left, I guess they turned it on. You know, like Vinny's gone. Go ahead, flick the lights on.
yeah.
So-
I know.
But all the videos look like absolutely
I want to know.
breathtaking.
I want to know what John's about to watch right now.
No, God's about to play a video game.
John, tell me what you're about to watch right now. Because there's some big things going on. Is your phone tied with a wire, or are we all free?
No, you guys are all free. Because you know
4K,
what?
baby.
I want to see when it's like that sphere, like into an eyeball. That eyeball one, that when it was blinking, or like when the moon, like did you see when it was?
Yeah,
like,
the moon
made
looks
it to moon?
cool.
That shit freaked the hell out of me, though, man.
Put that
If
shit
I
up.
was, oh man, let's look that up.
I did see some pretty gnarly imagery. It looks next level. But I've never been to Tokyo or any of those places where they do a lot of 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional stuff
Hey.
over there too.
I've never been there either.
Yeah. Supposed to be crazy.
Yeah.
Have you been to Times Square? Has anyone been to Times Square? Bright lights, right? Bright
You heard
as
about the
fuck.
naked cowboy, right?
No, tell us.
That's it.
About the what?
Eric goes here for on his free time to make a couple extra bucks.
For Midnight Cowboy
Plays car,
is what you're talking about. He's talking about Midnight
the naked cowboy.
Cowboy.
Naked cowboy.
Yeah.
Can
Put
you?
up.
I don't
look,
know.
look it up. Just type in Naked
There's a
Cowboy.
guy in his underwear. There was a real guy like in his underwear that played guitar in Times Square. He was like in his underwear.
Yeah, all you
think he
listeners,
went by the Naked Cowboy.
look that up. Look up Naked Cowboy, sponsored by DJ.
You might want to.
Parental control that.
I never saw him.
Take
Midnight
the parental
Cowboy,
control off.
Take those parental controls off. See what happens. You know, it's like bowling without the bumpers. Come on, get real. Let's have fun. Get a virus on your laptop. Why not? Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, shape-shifting orb.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening and not watching, we are beholding a brand new Las Vegas technology. This is already out, or is this?
It's opening up in a couple of months. It's
Yeah,
like
they're
a $2 billion building.
They're not doing this.
They're testing it.
Okay, so they've seen footage. Like some of this seems like it might be experiment. Like this is what conceptual, right? As they say.
Yeah,
It looks like
at
it, but I think
still computer
John
generated.
to the internet.
I think they should have made 2 of them right next to each other. They look like us.
Elbow balls.
Well, we'll just look into your bank account and we'll just take from your funds. $2 billion. I mean, you know how the licensing must have been crazy to get all this done, because this looks like a whole bunch of blocks, a lot of blocks right here. I mean,
They took down a casino, I believe, like the Sands Resort or something.
now it's
not
just the
Sands.
Circus, the old holdout. The oldest holdout, I think, is Circus. It's the oldest one. Way at the end of the show.
Yeah,
Nobody goes there.
I like Circus. I stayed there.
It's the crab tables are good.
It's
man.
pretty ghetto. It's pretty ghetto.
Yeah, it's totally like
Saying it
fucking
how
old
it's
It's not.
shit,
It's
man.
not Aria. Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Yeah, it's-
nothing like
No,
that.
but it's not
So,
even like Fremont.
yeah.
It's a shitty fucking casino.
Four
Yeah,
Queens.
like it's Resort
it
World.
tastes close.
Resort World was pretty cool.
Like you smell like poor people once you walk out of there. Like everyone on the strip will know.
Yeah.
The stench.
But they have the coolest
do that
shit.
so you
know
don't get
what I mean?
robbed.
They actually have a whole they have a whole circus in the back thing going, you know, which is pretty cool.
I'm John. I'm with you. You know, my earliest memory of Las Vegas is actually as a kid, and I was in the arcade at Circus. So I always have a soft spot for Circus.
Yeah, totally. Me too.
Hey, you know
Yeah.
what?
And your
It's a
parents left there, right?
reality. It's the way it
Same here.
was, you know. But yeah, and that's how it went down.
And, I mean, nothing ever bad happened to a kid that got left there,
I just left it
yeah.
there. You know,
so that's good.
place, I guess. It's a lot.
They still got those quarter machines. We just pump.
Yeah, it makes a noise like you're getting quarters.
Oh man, get his bucket. Nobody. Yeah, that's far away now.
So, what do you think about big cats?
Hate them.
You don't like them?
Oh no.
I have a couple cats. They're not big. They're regular cats.
Keep them that way.
What do we have against big ones? What about little dogs?
Yeah.
Like, you know, big cat, little dog. Kind of.
Well, what about the ones that aren't like so big, but the ones that are a little bigger, like an ocelot? You've heard of those? You guys ever heard of
they're
that?
pushing it.
I've heard of an
Ocelot?
ocelot. Yeah,
You've heard of it, James?
yeah, I've heard of an ocelot. Yeah,
Also-
bobcat.
I've heard of.
Those
Yeah,
an ocelot.
with the whiskers.
Yep. You got it, John.
Yeah.
You got it. Yeah, I think they're in like older. They're kind of like a lynx. I see like a lynx is kind of like a bigger cat, but not huge. It's not a tiger. It's not a lion. A cheetah
Yeah.
even.
You see this?
Gorgeous cat. Gorgeous.
Work it.
DJ, do you remember
Look
when
at
you were a
that
little kid?
skin.
DJ, do you remember when you were a little
A
kid
model.
and you used to play with your ocelot?
Oh.
That would happen. That's why you don't like them.
Feet on the cat. It had to be on the cat.
No, it all makes sense.
You walk right into that one.
Oh, yeah, he backed right into that one.
He's like
This is not a correct circle.
he's not getting
know-
out of the room tonight.
There's a lot of people that own bigger cats, right?
Chat embarrassed.
Tiger King.
Tiger King, that was big. Yeah, Tiger King, Caroline Baskin.
Got you through the pandemic.
Yeah.
What about Mike
Yeah.
Tyson? He loves the big cats.
That
Does he?
Yeah, but like in The Hangover, when it shows him with that big ass fucking tiger, it's like a play on it because he really did own tigers and had them in his house and shit.
Wow.
Oh,
Well, there's that.
But oddly enough, he also loved pigeons, which
He
seems
did
like
love
a tough household.
You did, yep. He's all about pigeons.
Yeah, you did. They said that's how he started fighting. Like someone killed one of his birds,
Yeah.
and then he like flipped out, and got like all his brute strength all of a sudden.
There's an
He's also-
estimated 93.5 million cats kept as pets, and about 1/3 of all households in the United States keep at least one cat. It's pretty crazy. That's just cats. I wonder how I'm trying to
They're
get
the
big cats.
Number one killers of all time.
Yeah, they kill about 2.4 billion birds a year. What's up with that?
Yeah, I think that was on Joe Rogan. Like he was talking about how many
That's
animals
crazy.
they kill. It's like way more than any other animal.
Well, there
Yeah.
one.
Wow.
The good thing about them was that they killed a bunch of rats, which were what created like the plague back in the day, and that's where they got the whole thing that witches like cats because they'd kill the rats, so the witches would never get the plague. So they'd be like, "This bitch never got the plague. Fucking, let's go fucking see if she floats." And
burn her. Yeah, I found 3 dead baby birds on my doorstep this morning when I went to work. I'm like, damn it, dude. You know, they're mockingbirds. So
they're not mocking
they're
shit
all
now.
diving up the cat.
But don't
Yeah, now they're quiet.
don't
No, they're not.
They're in
don't
the morning.
cats have that
But-
weird bug in them that like
Dressed as
that it goes
crows.
into the human brain and it just lives there?
Yeah, toxoplasmosis.
Yeah, that's where
yeah.
the crazy cat lady thing comes from.
Yep.
Because if you like,
That's
they
real.
just-
And that,
Yeah.
John, that goes into that leads us into some crazy thoughts because it's a parasite in a cat
dark
that's
shit,
trying
bro.
to basically this parasite, it's trying to get back into a cat's gut, but it exists in so many things. It exists in human beings, in rodents primarily, but it's in larger than 50%, maybe 80% of
Yeah, a
human
lot.
people have this. And what the point of this like parasite is trying
People
to
with
get
cats.
into a cat's gut because that's where it makes babies. That's where it reproduces. So it gets into
Nutworms.
a rodent's head that it makes a male rodent. They've studied this. It makes a male rodent less fearful of cats.
Yeah.
And so it gets eaten, but it makes female rodents desire that male more. So it actually works to their advantage of like, so they can reproduce more and do more with it. And it's like, they continue. It's very
Does it work with
fascinating.
humans?
Does it work with?
Does it work with
So you're
Yeah.
trying to say we should all get it? Should we all? You're trying
With
to say we should
humans,
all get
yeah.
it?
No,
You
it
get the
does.
worm
And
and it
what
attracts ladies.
the idea is here, Vince, is that there are parasites that are morphing our personality. We didn't even realize it. Like things in us that are changing even
Monsters
the way
Inside
you
Me. I watched
express
that show.
yourself. What's that? Monsters
think-
Inside? I've never heard of that.
It's a terrible, horrible
Well-
show. It's like it shows like this guy like all of a sudden he's getting sick and he's getting even more sick and more sick, and then it's like, oh yeah, I shouldn't have ate sushi on that African cruise that I did in fucking the Congo.
Oh,
And it shows how like this parasite, what it does and how it gets in the body, and then it shows like like
Ugh.
through open sore, and it shows what it looks like, and it shows it multiplying, and yeah, and then it goes through like all these different ones where like you don't want to walk outside barefooted anymore, and
Oh my
know,
goodness.
just
David, has that
yeah,
ever
it's
happened to you?
nasty.
You ever got sick on a
Yes.
trip?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah. No.
Sick on
I've got
trip?
kind of sick on a trip. I've actually I got food poisoning earlier this year, but it was at home. I've been on a trip where like 20, 30 people got it in this hotel in Cancun. And everyone got fucking like sick. A and I were fine. We were cool, like coming
You
back.
got the whole time.
But so many people were like
Gross.
fucked up. And it turned out like they said there was
worst.
some type of virus or something that went through like the vents and was getting everybody sick. I don't know what it was. We didn't get it, so I didn't get it there, and that would have sucked being overseas, getting some shit like that.
Yeah, especially Mexico's not the best
Ugh.
place.
How about
It's
you,
not known
DJ? You ever been sick traveling?
for, the best money that- Me? No, not really.
Usually it's self-inflicted.
No, not you. Vince,
I'm DJ.
But oh yeah, but there's some
someone
good
hit
bets
the
out
knee
there.
John, you had bad fish before, right?
button. Oh, just once, and I'm never gonna forget
me
about
about
it.
Tell me about it.
Wait, but it's about the parasites, right?
Well, speaking of parasites and stuff like that, there's like even certain types of bugs that if they find this bug, like there's been forensic files where they found a bug in an apartment, and they're like, this kind of bug only comes about when there's a dead body, a dead human body, and they found a corpse like in the next room or in the next neighbors or wherever, or under the floorboard, whatever it was.
Like a
And it's-
kissing bug or something.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like this kind of level of I'm like, damn, that's gnarly. Dead bug.
Where are they hiding when they're not around?
I don't
Where are
know.
they coming
But
into the body?
I think some of them are somehow born inside of the body somehow.
Or is it like flies?
That's a good question.
It's
Like
they're
maybe
probably
flies have it.
dormant up until a certain up until the certain situation where like right humidity, right decomposure and everything in it, and then they spore out or something. It's probably something weird like that. I'll find out. I'll find out.
We need to ask Chat GPT about this. Yeah. That's what we need to do.
Do you trust Chat GPT or I don't know. I think it's just copies you, huh?
So Chat GPT, well, just AI in general. That's all it is. That Chat GPT is just part of the whole thing. But just the whole AI thing, it's gonna be weird right now. But I like jumping into new tech like right away. Even though there could be some shit like fallout later, there could be something where you get sued or
all your dick pics will be released.
Well, like if you're using it, like it has your email, everything that you're signing up for it, and you're using it, and I haven't read the fine print or anything, but like there could be something in the fine print, even though it's a unique text that is writing out something, they could have some weird copyright to it. You know what I mean? Or weird rights. You know, if you're trying to make money off of it. You know, and it could be like that with images too. It could be copyrighted on the images that you're having it generated, even though they're unique. It has to take some type of screenshot or something of it. You know what I mean? There has to be some type of recording, and they have it. If for some reason you made some.
Well, I heard Google doesn't erase anything. Like it doesn't erase anything. Like all your emails.
Nothing erases anything. Like anything. Like even the whole thing all about TikTok and China taking your information. All the other sites do all the same fucking shit. It's all the same shit.
Well, Chat GPT,
but like even if you delete something, it's still there.
It doesn't pull like stuff from the internet and then that's it. It'll pull stuff from the internet, but it makes unique text. It makes
it'll just grab all the information from it. Yeah,
it grabs it and it melds it together.
Yeah,
and it'll do something unique.
Yeah, it doesn't it doesn't get like a paragraph.
Yeah.
You know, because like it's not like it's like just going to Wikipedia and just like copy and pasting and putting in Chat GPT, you know, whatever.
No, it's not doing that. Otherwise, that'd just be Google.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
It's not doing that. It's taking all that information and it's making it coherent when it sends it to you in a unique way, depending on how you're searching for it. It's pretty fucking badass. I think it's fucking awesome. I think it's only gonna help you.
Yeah.
But a lot of people.
But it's gonna cause. Yeah, it's gonna help. It's gonna help a few. But it's gonna like a lot of jobs. Are like they said like over like 300 million. Like what it was a huge number.
What's going on with the writers?
There are huge jobs where it's going to fuck over customer service. It's going to fuck over customer service.
My wife
because
medical billing.
Robert,
just grabbing information and putting it in the file. That's not necessary anymore. That computer will do all the jobs.
And the thing is too, like it's not just these certain programs that are out there. They're able to integrate them into current programs or unique stuff about, like, say, your company, you know, say your brand guidelines and all this type of stuff, or what you want to do, you know, branding guidelines. There's branding guidelines of like your font needs to be like this. It needs to show it like this. It needs to, you know, it needs to be like, here's our mission statement and here's what we need to do. You can integrate it into it. It's crazy what it's doing. And it is.
But you know what?
But it's also going to make everything more efficient. It'll make people. I don't know. I feel like there's still going to be enough jobs, but people will just have to kind of step it up with what they're doing.
But you know who invented it, right? It was
Musk.
The Jews.
Get out of here. Here he goes.
Wait, the Jews and the Nazis and the CIA,
FBI.
Wow.
Everyone.
You wouldn't expect the Jews and Nazis to team up.
They teamed up. ChatGPT.
Like they're just slowly like letting out.
Yeah, all it's a conspiracy. They just want to make it seem like they didn't like each other.
It's not. That's it.
I thought it was Linda Lovelace.
Great lengths to show that they didn't like each other.
Yeah,
it's horrible, John.
Yeah, the CIA makes everybody like, you know, like it's like the Blood and Cribs, right? They just bring everybody together. They're like, oh, we're the CIA. We're here to help you.
Yeah.
No, isn't that what
we're here now. It's like, oh shit, they're here. How long have they been here?
All right.
I don't know. I just think that all that stuff's gonna lead to some plagiarism. You know, where it's like how far into a blurry idea. Oh, it's roughly the same idea. Patents are all about. If you ever tried to apply for a patent, it's a very specific thing. There's a little bit of vagueness, but you get denied if it's too vague. So I'm thinking that AI is going to start to like patent lawyers are probably like, oh, I'm about to make a lot of money right now. It's about to make a shit ton of money because you think you're going to use AI to make some new thing, but no, that's patent. Sorry, guys, you're going to lose in 5 years.
Have any of you guys used it yet? Have any of you used it yet?
Yes.
No.
When? And which one did you use?
It to sound more intelligent for business emails. I'll write my email out, I'll post it there, and I'll say, make this sound smarter, and it does a great job.
Genius.
Which was the one you used?
That's practical. That's not practical usage. No, that's practical usage right there. Actually,
what was the one you used?
I had some people
sending the same thing back.
South Dakota that were interested in having me do some consulting for manufacturing, and so I wrote down what we do with them
right now,
and it put it together much more intelligent than I ever could, and sent it off. You know, I had to put in a couple of details here and there, make a couple corrections, and
sure.
But
it said what you wanted to say better.
I've done the same thing. You do a couple of little tweaks on it, you make it more, you own it a little bit more, and then you slap it in, you copy and paste, and you throw it. It's fucking pretty crazy.
But here's the thing about chat GPT that's creepy. That like let's say you put something out in the internet now from chat GPT, then chat GPT then grabs that again and remelts it into something else because you're throwing it out there. So how much until it's all just chat GPT generated? You know what I mean? Because you just keep throwing it out there. You just keep throwing it out there. You know what I mean?
It's endless, dude. It's endless.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not.
But then what it's going to be like? Did a human make this? Did a human?
Means it's already happened.
Oh yeah.
Here it is. That's it. That's chat GPT.
Hey, shout out to Creepy Shot.
Everything you're working for.
You want to talk about EV, James?
Oh boy. Well, first off, let's stock market watch. Stocks are up in the U.S. right now.
Wait, you got to share it.
New York Stock Exchange. Well, we don't have to share it, but they're up. But they're up, guys. We know that. I think anybody who's following this already knows. But I'll share a little bit if anybody wants to know some of the overall markets. The overall markets.
We're talking,
Also,
we even have commodities that are up, guys. Everything is up. Almost everything is up everywhere.
This is not stock tips. This is just our own opinions.
Yeah.
We are only professionals in our day jobs.
Everything.
And also look at the site. Look at the site James is looking up too. Look at that site James is looking up too. I knew he was gonna go on buy a site like this. So.
It's not a buy site. It's fairly straight.
This is the left wing of stock market.
Guys, but here's the breaking news. This is breaking news. This is probably within 7 days news. Toyota has released a big if. Every article you'll read, anyone who pulls up any article, they'll say if. But Toyota has said that 10-minute charging, 800 miles in their EV car that's coming out. And they are talking about, this might be a little bit more my speculation, that they're not going to use the Tesla charging station because the Tesla charging, it can't do that. It simply can't. No car exists. So are they going to use the same technology to plug it in to charge it in 10 minutes? It doesn't make sense. I'm imagining that they're going to break from Tesla. They're going to do their whole new rollout, and they're going to try to squeeze the market in the U.S. Japan and U.S. going like this. Japan, aka Toyota in this case. Your thoughts?
I went like that with a Japanese girl once.
Reminds me of.
But
that was it. And that was it.
They're trying to bring their own charging stations. Is that what you're thinking?
I'm thinking their own, like a Toyota station, charging station. Yes,
because that's gonna be a long time in infrastructure they're gonna have to do that if they're gonna do the Tesla technology, which is open.
It's true,
and it's why wouldn't they do something like that? I can see if they use that technology and added their own and started that infrastructure and went through there, that'd be the smarter route.
Right. Well, I guess you're seeing a lot of battery super station, like I mean where they actually create the batteries.
No, James.
Where they do like the Tesla Giga Center, whatever they call these places. Everyone has one, and I'm sure Toyota is probably invested in building them in the U.S. just like other Japanese companies have already done. Panasonic is doing it in Kansas. obviously there's Salton Sea is being mined by Tesla. I mean, different companies are doing this here in the US, and the Biden administration, I'm sure the next administration will do the same thing, will continue to incentivize all of this because they want this to happen here. That's the main thing.
James, check this out. Check this out right here.
Of course.
Can't hear it.
Get the volume, John.
John can never.
Well, I agree with the overall sentiment of this, John. I don't have to hear it to agree with this. I do think that if we want to be climate friendly, you should just not own a car and stop buying cars overall. But I also want to, we do have to admit that we live in the U.S. system, and within this system, you can game it however you want to. And if you want to be happier in your retirement by having solid retirement income, you could use the stock market to your advantage to do that. Many people are doing that today and have done it in the past. It's a choice, but it is also leaning into the system, literally leaning into all the problems of it as well.
I got my 401k, and it's inching. It was doing better under Trump for some reason.
Yeah, well, it soared during COVID.
But
It soared during COVID? No.
It crashed and then it soared. I mean, depending on what you were doing, if you kept investing, if you're investing in the stock market while it's at the bottom, you're about to be very rich. Because think about it, John, where's the stock market now?
401k
back to normal. It's back to normal. So everyone who took out, like myself, I was a fool who did that because I had to, because I was in credit card debt. But if you didn't do that, when the stocks are down and you invest in, and if you know they're going to rebound back because it's a global pandemic, did you think the U.S. is going to fail forever? Like, there's a global thing. Everyone was going down. Everything goes back up. And it was fairly reasonable to know that was going to happen. Yet, and then you can go into that. Yeah.
It was all planned. It was made that way. Because you know what? They're out to get us.
Shit's not real.
I'm just going to leave it there.
It's
401k. It's going to go to
one day. Well,
what? Ukraine and Russia, atomic bombs.
Well, that's if
over our heads.
John, they said this in the 50s. They said this in the 50s too, but the U.S. continues to exist. Right?
Oh, totally. Yeah, during Vietnam, you know what I mean? It's like it's been happening. But the thing is because we've been taken over, right? It hasn't been like, we're not supposed to be getting into these wars, right? And all that stuff. Yeah. So it's just kind of like, well, we just keep voting for the same people and we're going to keep getting the same shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a trick. The trick of the trade.
So with that means that the stocks will stay good because the same people.
I think it's always going to be a roller coaster. That's what they're saying.
Well, the big companies are going to continue to dominate.
It's always a...
money's going to continue to flow to the bigger companies. They're going to eat up all the smaller companies. So, like our IRA, SPY, those things are going to be the biggest companies, which will be the ones dominate. You got to worry about.
We need a major disaster to even everything out. The Great Reset.
I was talking to somebody. They were talking about Genesis. It's like a AI based platform that's about emergency information. They're like, invest in it. I put one stock that's $2.50. There's a stock out there for this stuff, guys. That's why we're talking about it, because it's not just money. It's not just some random stuff. Like ideas are being broadcasted in the stock market. That they're publicly trading disaster AI technology. Come on, like it's worth talking and knowing about because it could be what I'm talking about, manufacturing things, because it benefits the stock market, helps the 401ks of the world. What else do we got?
Making guns for the
but it also helps the politicians. No, but it also helps the politicians.
Life on Venus.
Why is it that the politicians?
Life on Venus. Let's jump into that.
Why is it that the politicians are except from all this, right? They're like could do the inside trading. Nancy Pelosi, her husband.
They're living on Venus. They're living on Venus.
Oh man.
They're already there. They're already there.
No, you're right though. You're right. There should be a law where politicians shouldn't be allowed to trade.
That's why
anything
they're
that's in
making
their
the
best
money.
interest.
They're making the huge money.
They all know when
while
to sell.
everybody-
They all know when to do that. There should be a
Yeah.
law. The law.
While you don't.
Okay, well, while you're in office, you don't trade.
Yeah, when you lost your $5, Nancy Pelosi is buying her ice cream now with those $5 because you're like she knew when to.
No, but
And Obama buying offshore properties, even though global warming's happening.
Don't you remember that? The guy came and smashed her husband with the hammer.
Oh yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right,
That
right
was,
after
this
the
was
a
sex
gay
deal.
love
scandal.
quarrel, dude. That was like some gay love quarrel.
No,
That's
but
exactly
it
what
was
that
right,
was.
It could have been a
right
sex
after the
deal.
scandal with them. It was right after the scandal with them.
We don't know for
That
sure.
insider
Yeah,
trading.
but there was scandal near, before and after.
And then,
yeah,
suddenly
you're
some
right.
weird shit like that happens.
Bad
Yeah,
time.
go ferry up some
DJ, what
a
is-
story real quick, and it's just like boom, like they try to get your mind off of it.
Off Venus bank accounts.
No, Venus. So I guess they found a gas there.
DJ, what do you think about like?
Are we gonna
politics
talk
and
about it?
sex
Are
and
we gonna talk
hammers?
about it?
Okay, so Nancy
Can I bet?
Pelosi's
Can I bet?
husband is definitely not into gay sex. I don't think he's doing any kind of sex at that age.
Gay sex, dude. Hard.
At
Well,
that
you don't
age?
think of Viagra?
Honest, gay
can
porn
change
hard.
things?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just as a male that's getting older, I find
No,
that the
there's
drive goes
there's a lot of stuff.
Virility.
less and less. I can't
As a gay
imagine.
male that's getting older.
I can't imagine trying to get laid at 70.
Speak for
It sounds like a
yourself,
chore.
buddy.
He's 70?
It sounds like
Wow.
a back problem waiting to happen.
No, he's older
But who
than that,
knows?
I think.
Gay sex might just correct that whole back problem, straighten that
Well,
sign out a
if
little
you have a
bit.
young buck, you know he gets to do all the hard parts. You know.
But
Gross. Gross.
I don't know why you bring a hammer though.
You know what?
I
Let's skip the life on
Imagine.
Venus for right now for 1 second, but let's jump in the DJ's corner since we're on here.
Yeah,
Was it?
since we're already on boners. Hello?
DJ,
All right, so we're doing
uncomfortable
DJ's corner?
boners. Go.
all right, so which of you can think of a good story of an uncomfortable boner? You know, they happen. It's a part of
Yeah.
generally
Oh,
during
like
your high.
hundreds of
You
times growing up.
Well,
It's like-
for
You tuck
me.
up. You tuck up.
Yeah, for me
Yeah,
it was
but I
like
mean,
in
you're in
elementary,
gym.
Well, that's
in
again,
junior
yeah.
high. Junior high happened like junior high. They would like happen all the time, like for just like you're like whoa.
I think
I'm
at
getting.
at a certain point you start
Hey,
leaning
you tuck
into
up.
the hug.
You have to tuck up. You have to tuck up.
Yeah.
That's all you
You
gotta
can't
do.
always tuck up though. You got a tight shirt on.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Teacher
Yeah.
asks you to get up in front of the class and
What
talk,
do you have
and you
Wearing
gotta
tight
be like, nah,
shirts, dude.
Then just stick it out.
Or
Just let
in
it-
class,
let
you
it
got your
ride,
shirt
let it
on.
ride.
Baggy clothes was in when I was in high
supposed to
school.
have the tip sticking out. Tucking up doesn't always work.
Well, I didn't go that far. For me,
No,
it's because I was like I never had to do a presentation with my dick hard. So I'm just
Well,
like,
I just showed it to my boss once.
That's true.
I don't find it hard to believe. You did have a
This is
fucking
true.
full-on
And then
photo
he's like, "This is
at
true."
work when I worked with you that you were passing
It's
around the
funny how they
office.
just gloss over topics.
And I understand why you showed it. It was an impressive photo. I'll give you that.
Well, there's a photo, but I actually just showed the real thing to Mark, our old manager.
You're a sick
Yeah,
fuck.
dick pics.
Well, he's
Danger.
yelling
Sure
at
he
me.
appreciated that.
No, it was the real deal.
He was yelling,
It was one of
he's
those
yelling at
days.
me.
Is this what you want? Is this what you want to see?
Risk,
Fire this.
it's risky business.
damn,
It's out there in the real world.
dude, Nancy
IRL.
Pelosi's husband is 83, 83-year-old.
No one's trying to fuck at 83.
George Soros' girl fucking is like what, like 30 years old or something? That like Asian girl he's with, and he's like
Yeah.
100 years old.
Anna Nicole,
yeah,
Anna
totally.
Nicole Smith married like a 90-year-old. What's up with that? Why did they marry DJ for just talking?
She was so hot back in the day.
Boobies.
Talking. That's it, huh? Okay.
Oh man, love
It's true
her.
though. When
You
you're
don't
old,
juggle
I mean,
those
Don't think much
so-
into it, James. You're thinking too much into
You gotta-
it.
Who doesn't want to juggle those knockers? I mean, come on.
Man, one of my favorite movies though, Naked Gun Part 3, Anna Nicole Smith.
she was amazing. She was amazing.
One of her finest. She should have won an Academy Award for that movie right there.
She was built
You
like
guys never saw
a woman.
Did
She
you
had a
never?
very
You never
small
saw
brain.
Naked Gun 3? Oh man.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, of
we
course I saw Naked Gun 3. Are you kidding me? Those legs, they just go on the kneecaps.
have.
Like
I think we saw it
more
together.
kneecap. The kneecaps never end. Like, oh my god, there's more kneecaps.
Kneecaps for days.
DJ, sad Mexican
Hey.
prostitutes.
Oh, I got a story for you.
Oh,
All right, so we were at a bachelor party, and this is nothing too exotic. But we were in Cancun, and we're hanging out, having a good old time. I'll go to tacos at the end of the night, real drunk, like. And we order tacos. I go outside, and I'm like, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. I was smoking cigarettes at the time, and I see this girl. She's super sad and sitting on a bench. I'm like, what's your deal, And she's like, I'm a prostitute. Nobody's trying to fuck me. And I'm like, that's tough. I'm like, well, what are you charging? And she's like, $400 for a full-on girlfriend experience. And I'm like, you're charging too much. I'm like, if you charge half that, you'd probably get like 10 times the business, and you wouldn't be hungry right now. And she's like, she's like, I'm just sad. I'm hungry. Sad. And I'm like, I'll get you a couple tacos, girl. And she's like, yeah, give me like 4 asada tacos. And I was like, fuck, I said a couple. And then she's like, and a large horchata. I'm like, God damn, this girl.
Greedy bastard.
So I was like, okay, whatever. It's Mexico. It's cheap enough. So I go in and order the tacos, and they're out of horchata. So I'm like, good. So I come out and I bring her tacos. I'm like, here you go. I'm like, they're out of horchata. She's like, give me a Coke. I'm like, my food's fucking ready, I'm like, well, here's some tacos, have a good night. And I go inside and sit down to eat my food. And I've got all the guys around for the bachelor party and stuff. And this chick comes in and fucking plants a big old kiss on my lips. No, on my cheek. Bah! And just fucking, I'm like, and all the guys are like, what the fuck was that? She's like, thank you. And
your cheeks itched ever since?
Oh, it's worse. I was actually wearing this shirt. And I'm like, oh, whatever. I eat my tacos, and on the way home, and the cab driver's
That's
like,
a good taco eating shirt.
You got a bunch of lipstick all over your face. I'm like, oh no! And I wipe it off, and then I fucking got this big old lipstick stain on my shirt.
Yeah.
I scared the shit out of because I like this shirt.
So this happened last night?
No, it was 2 months ago. But we've all got sad prostitute stories. Now, what's yours?
Is this over by Hong
I
Kong?
used to ride past them on my way to R&B because I had a bike and shit, and that's the way I got there. But yeah, I had to go down to Sepulveda. I was just like, damn, some of them look really good, and then some of them looked, I was like, oh, damn, this girl's been out here too long.
Yeah.
Well, now they're San Fernando Road. They used to be all over the place.
And then there's some that's like, wow, that one must be a cop.
Bad fish.
Yeah, because honest, but you feel bad for them. You know what I mean? Like they're just out there walking back and forth, and some of them,
yeah, dude.
Some of them are very pretty, man. You're like, wow, this girl's fucking like gorgeous. Like,
no, John, check this out. So in the neighborhood we grew up in, Vinny, DJ, and all of us, we did. There was this young boy that used to ride a bike. This kid Douglas. And like he used to ride my bike all the time.
Oh man,
I took his shoes one day, and I wouldn't give him his shoes back until he did something dirty to me.
That's wrong. That is just wrong.
That's how it happened.
What?
What kind of a sick fuck?
It was the left sticker.
Well, there's pimps.
It's an inside.
And I never saw him again.
Douglas. We'll get Douglas
in the shower in the bathroom.
Oh, your name starts
with
my
shoes, right? David.
I took his airwalk.
Red, white, and black.
Oh, remember those airwalks with the little pyramid on the side?
Right?
They should have put it.
They were the poor man's Vans. I had all of them.
They should have put a little Napoleon in there too.
All right, where do we end this now?
Poor man Vans.
Well, I think we're gonna reach out to Douglas. We're gonna try our best.
We're grasping at straws, but I have a commercial that we can play on some local businesses. So yeah, we'll just splice that.
If you got it.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna play it again. No, it's the first time it sucks for that. I'll just give it to you and just put a tag at the end. But anyways, thank you all for listening. Yeah, tell you we're just bullshitting and having a good time, and love you all.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You guys stay on for a second, and I'm gonna end this.
Bye.
All right. Thanks for coming out, DJ.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys, take it easy.
Good bull.
Make sure you guys subscribe, comment.
Oh, and here's some local businesses in your neighborhood. What the fuck?